Okay, day 2. Fight. So if I can get that pin out up there and get this top cylinder off, these two bottom ones, if I can't get them out and it's going to be a big fight, I think what I'll do is just pick the barrels up, get these out. I'm sure I can get these out. That one over there's got grease out the end of the pin, which tells me that one's probably not real tight, and they don't have a lot of bearing surface they're going through, so should be able to get those out. And because it's got a new head on it, it should come. That's what I thought about this one. I thought, oh, this one will come out. They got a new head on that. So anyway, if I can get those two out and I can't get the back ones out, I'll just raise the barrels up, block them up, and pull the guts out, leave the barrel there, and then reassemble. So that's my plan. Oh, and today I got my favorite jacket on, Knox, that you sent me, but it's starting to look like Red Lodge here. It's in pretty bad shape, Knox. I might have to come see you, get another one. Okay, I made a boo-boo here. I got that pin out of ways, maybe half, 3/4 of an inch. But one of the things I didn't do was, like I did back there on that one, is put the pin in while I was pushing on these. And so what it's done is it has bent this ear over about that much, 1/8 of an inch or so. So now I'm gonna have to put a short 50-ton in here, and I'll probably have to do a little heating on this side to get it pushed back over so the pin will go through. If I'd have not been lazy and cleaned the pin up and cleaned the hole out so it would go in and then pushed, I wouldn't have this problem. The two pins on the bottom I hit with a hammer and they're gonna come right out. I got to get this valve off to go through it and reseal it and get all these hoses off and replace them, but that's the only way I'm going to be able to set up the ram in there and push on that. Kind of took the wind right out of my sails. I just kicking myself for doing this. I can't believe that 50 tons bent that piece of iron, but that's a lot of leverage up there on that. So it's the only thing I know how to do. Is I've got a short 50-tonner coming that'll go in here and push on that. So I bought a Temco again. All those rams that I have are Temco. They're made out of California, and I'm glad I had them. They're very reasonably priced. They're probably made in China, but pretty good quality. I didn't win today, but I'll win in a couple of days, I promise you. But I gotta sit down and make a short video of where the rest of these lines that come off the valve and go up here to the hydraulic system so that I can get them installed correctly. Now the other 9 sitting out here, D9H2, has all the same stuff on it, but the problem is you can't see where all this goes because the cab's on there. So I'm gonna get out my phone and make a short video, trace these down so I know where they go. So just in case I can't tell in the book where they go, I know where they go. I've already done one on the lines to the ripper, so I know how that works. And that's pretty simple. I can even remember it now, I think. So the way it works is on the piston end, those come down and go here, and then the head end goes here. But on these cylinders here, it's exactly opposite. See, I forgot already. So the piston end goes on top and then the other one on the bottom. So it was the tilt cylinders are backwards. So the head end goes here and the rod end goes here. Good thing I made a video. So I'm gonna start getting all those off and see if I can get the oil out of them. Like I say, I'm betting money these pins ain't never been out, and they're probably not gonna come out. So I'm just gonna have to pull these lower pins and pull the guts out of these. Just leave the barrels here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, rather than make a video, I just got in the book and I labeled these. So we got A here, A down here, B down here, B up here, and so on, clear to the letter G. So that's 7 alphabets, and we have 7 hoses here. So that's in the book. I should be able to figure that out, shouldn't I? I hope so. Okay, I'm ready to take this valve out of here. Try to get as much of the oil out as I can. Bye-bye, you drippy little bugger. Not looking forward to tearing that down and resealing it, but not really looking forward to any of this, but I have to do it. I bought the tractor. Okay. I'm on my knees. I don't like how that jumps. Yeah. Hold it. Kind of starting to quit going, isn't it? You're not.
Still got a little more stroke. I don't know why.
All right, back her off. Okay, what about that other round piece in your hand? Probably gonna have to get it as straight as I can here. Okay. What the hell happened? Now go back to the 50.
The hammer.
Holy smokes. Okay. Bang it while you. Yeah, just keep the jack going and then whack it. Okay, you're done. you're gonna hit the bore. You're gonna have to back it off just a little. All right. Keep coming. That's out.
Now, yeah.
Okay, back her off. Wow. Amazing. So you want to hear something funny? So I'm heating and the beating on this, and that pin came popping out, probably came out 1.5 inches. Bang. And the jack and pin fell out and hit the ground. And by the time I got it all gathered up and put back in and I extended the ram, it wouldn't move any farther. And so I gave up, and I came out this morning and had Jake help me, and we put it up on there and it wouldn't move. And so I don't know, we took it out. Anyway, I put just a 1/4 inch plate of steel between the jack and where I was pushing, and we did it again, and bang, 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 the pin started coming out. So my ram was fully extended, and that's why it wouldn't come anymore. But after it initially finally came and moved, it came out quite easily. So if I want to take these out, I think I've figured out the routine to do it. So what you got to do is go ahead and get your ram in, and then heat the hell out of it and push on it until it pops. And then once it pops, it'll come right out. So I'm still trying to decide whether I want to take those pins out or not. I really don't want to. So I guess I'll decide when I get this other cylinder off what I'm going to do, whether I'm just going to pull the guts out of those and leave them lay, or try to get the pins out. I've already got this pin out a little ways, but I don't know. A lot of work. A lot of work. Okay, here we go. Number 1, 2, 3, 5. Number 5 pin. that's about all I can do. Getting too hot. Hang on to me more. So it's coming. It's out past the edge of this now, but I need it to come a little faster. So the jack ram's getting a little too hot. I'm gonna have to let it off, cool off, probably overnight, then reheat it. That's what I had to do to that one. Good Sunday morning on the JPS Broadcasting Network. So I wasn't able to get that pin out, as you saw. It's Sunday. I don't think I'm gonna work on this today. I don't know. I think I'd like a day off. That one there, it seemed like I had to heat it once and let it cool down, and then I went after it again and it popped loose. So the other option I have is to heat the hell out of the pin if I can, let it cool and see if it'll shrink, because when something's under tension and you heat it up, it has only one way to go to shrink, and hopefully that's lengthwise, not circumference wise. Anyway, hopefully that'll get her out of there. If I can get this one out, great. Maybe I'll try that one, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just pull the guts out of that one and leave it there. This has been one hell of a deal. I'd like to get them out because when they go back in, I'll put antices in the hole, so if I ever for some reason have to take one of these off somewhere, I'll be able to get the pin out. So anyway, I'm just gonna keep going. Once I get this apart, then I can get things done, but this is just consuming so much time, it's ridiculous. Worst case, I just gotta buy one of those thermal arc deals and blow a hole through the pin, then they'll come out, and then I'll have to buy pins, which I didn't want to do. So the bearings haven't been greased, and when you saw that one come out, you saw the crap on it. The barrel wasn't really seized to the bearing, but all that crap has to come out through the hole, all that rust and junk, because it wasn't greased, which makes it you know, tough to move. All that rust and stuff coming through the hole. It's just no way to clean it out, so here it comes. So a little bit of greasing on it would have probably went a long ways. One of the things I noticed on these where they got greased is the grease comes up around the holes and it gets in there a little bit. Anyway, it keeps the moisture out if they're greased regular, and I think that would have really helped. These down here came out quite easy. They had grease, lots of good grease, but these up here didn't get greased at all. And if a guy wanted to take this whole beam, this frame network out of here, you would have to, I'm sure you'd have to blow these pins out, because there is no way that you're gonna get on that to push it out. Somebody suggested welding a 2-inch nut and getting some all thread and pulling on it, and my 100-ton jacks would do that. The ones that I use on final drives, they have adapters and stuff. You could do that. You'd have to build some kind of deal to go around there and push on that, but 100 tons, I think you're still gonna, if it's stuck in that first hole, you're gonna be trying to bend that whole deal. And part of the problem going in here is, so these brackets, you can see them bolts in there, they're bolted on the far side. There's no bolts on the inside. So even at 50 tons, when you really start pushing on there, this whole thing, both of these brackets start trying to spread, and that doesn't help either. So actually the quickest way would have been to thermal arc them out, blow a hole through them. And for those of you who don't know what a thermal arc is, it's like a really long rod and it has a hole through the middle of it. It's like a giant sparkler. And you need a 12-volt battery to set it off. So your positive terminal goes to your gun with the rod in it, and then your gun, you hook your oxygen hose into it, and then the ground is going to go to a strike-off plate, and you just touch that on there, and boy, it starts going, and then you just poke it in the end of the pin, and it just starts melting and dribbling the stuff out. It's not a complicated deal, but they want about $1,200 for one. I'd probably use it on this. I don't know. Would I use it again? Maybe on that other D9, because those cylinders are all screwed up and I'd need to get them out, so I'd probably use it again on that. So it'd probably be a good investment. If I can't get that pin out Monday, well, actually Monday I got to go haul gravel for that cemetery project, but if I can't get that out, that's the direction I got to go. I just got to blow the pins out. So hope you enjoyed the video. If I get it out, I'm having some rendering problems with my Premiere Pro. If it won't export it, you won't see this video today. I gotta figure out the problem. So you guys have an awesome day.